I just finished 007, First Light, and I genuinely was not expecting it to go this hard. Like, I picked this up thinking it'd be a decent Bond game, and it actually slapped. Let me break down everything. What's fire, what's mid, and what actually caught me off guard. The combat. So you know how in most games when you shoot a gun, it just disappears? Yeah, not here. That thing physically flies out, hits the floor, ground, and you can just walk up and grab it. I was doing this the whole game, knocking weapons off enemies and immediately clapping them with their own gun. That never got old, not once. But, and I'm warning you right now, if you don't use cover, you will get cooked. I learned that the hard way, multiple times. The game is not playing around. It will humble you fast if you try to run in like a hero. The movement in this game is genuinely clean, like the parkour, the vaulting, running across rooftops. It all just flows naturally. It doesn't feel clunky or stiff. It actually feels cinematic. You feel like Bond. That's the vibe they were going for, and they nailed it. Alright, so the Q lens. This thing is low-key the most important part of the game, and nobody tells you that at the start. You use it to scan enemies, tag targets, get intel. It's basically essential. The problem? At first it's kind of confusing, and you don't really know what you're supposed to be doing with it. I'll be honest, I was barely using it early on, and the game was way harder than it needed to be because of that. Once it clicked though, different game entirely. Just stick with it, mess around with it, and it makes sense eventually. The cars are exactly what you want from a Bond game. They feel premium, the handling is clean, the chase scenes are actually exciting. It's not a massive part of the game, but when it shows up, it goes crazy. No complaints. Story is actually genuinely good. Like, I wasn't expecting to be that into it, but the writing is solid. It's kind of an origin story vibe for Bond, and it works. The characters around him are actually interesting too. You care about what happens to them. It's not just cutscene filler between missions. It actually pulls you in. Okay, I need to talk about the villain because bro, the character design at the end is insane. I don't want to spoil anything, but whoever designed this character was cooking. Every scene they're in just hits different. Genuinely one of the coolest looking Bond villains I've seen. The final showdown is worth it, trust. Missions are well designed. Good variety. Nothing feels like pointless filler. Stealth bits, action moments, some gadget stuff mixed in. They serve the story, which I appreciate. It doesn't feel like busy work. Real talk though, it's not perfect. It's pretty story heavy, so there are moments where you're just vibing and not really doing much gameplay-wise. If you want non-stop action, this might feel slow at times. The gunfights can genuinely be difficult if you're not covering properly. I got wiped so many times in spots I shouldn't have. And the Q lens, like I said, the game doesn't really explain it well at first. You kind of just have to figure it out yourself, which can be annoying. But overall, 007. First Light actually exceeded what I expected. It's got style, the movement is smooth, the combat is satisfying, the villain is cold, and the story actually keeps you hooked. I'd rate it a solid 4 stars out of 10. If you've played it, drop your thoughts below, especially if you found some crazy Q lens uses I missed. Like and sub if you want more reviews like this.